We've got the perfect way for you to spend your Sunday afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the biggest tournament in Africa. Welcome to the Call of Duty Mobile Africa Cup. Yesterday was absolutely hot with action. Today gonna be absolutely the same as well. It's your boy, the Blackheart AR, once again on the mic. And once again with, let's be honest, the Eminem of casting, ready to go ahead and drop a I'm a human on you. We've got Cal back in the hot seat, baby. What up, Cal?
Hello, man. Yeah, that was quite epic. I've never had that introduction, so I think I'm gonna write that one down. Thank you very much. We're back here. It was an exciting day one. You know, our first qualifiers. We now know our first two teams who are going to be in that stage 4. Excited for sure. West Africa has crowned its champion and one more to go to stage 4. But in the meantime, there's still about 3-4 more regions to go. And today we're going to find out who's going to be qualifying from North Africa. This is the region of our defending freaking champions, literal defending champions. This guys went stage 5 last year, but under a different org, under a different name. But of course, look at the tournament schedule in the meantime. West Africa, North, we're past that. We know it's Mighty Aura and Culture Esports. I'm going to rephrase that. It's Culture Esports and Mighty Aura, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, North Africa here today, ladies and gentlemen. Southern Africa happening as well, East Africa and then Nigeria. And important to note that today, North Africa, they only have 1 spot available. So we're not going to get 2 teams to represent. This is winner take all within this. Southern Africa are going to have 2 slots. Nigeria are going to have 2 slots as well. East Africa going to have 1 slot. And I mean, of course, Cal, 30,000 USD is the prize pool that we talk about over here. A massive chunk of change of 150 participating teams, 5 regions, and only that 8 grand final spots. Cal, talk about today. We have North Africa, Paradox, Naya, and Apex Esports, our teams that will be competing. Remember, guys, upper bracket finals, lower bracket finals, and then the grand finals at the end right here today.
Yeah, no doubt. But again, a little bit of a history or rundown. We've seen this particular team, this particular roster. They currently are known as PDX. We've seen them before. We saw them the very first year. They were Instinct Gaming back then. They qualified. A couple of mishaps here and there. We had to get a different team represent them. And then that team also couldn't get a passport. So we fell back to Instinct and they had to go to that stage 4. Last year, we saw them again come into the same as Beer Clan. They won the entire thing, won stage 4, went to stage 5. We all know how that ended. Once again, they are here in stage 3, and they are not just trying to win their region. They are looking to win the entire thing in the current West Africa Cup once again and book their ticket to stage 4. But we're going to find out if they're going to be able to do that in a best of 5 up against Naya Esports. Another very solid roster with, well, arguably if some of the best players in North Africa as well. So this is not going to be an easy bounce whatsoever, man.
And just like yesterday, we're starting out pretty much the same. Escucha vamos a la hacienda for our first map on Hardpoint. Then moving to Coastal for SND. Control going to be over on Crossroads. Crossroads combined on our 4th map. And then Tunisia on the 5th if we do need to go ahead and get to that point. Let's be honest, Cal. Yesterday, we got to go to the final map, a full-on best of 7, tied up all the way, and then utter domination at the end. Do you think we're going to see something similar here today? Or is it just going to be that pure domination that kind of we're expecting to see?
Yeah, I'm going to consider the first question as rage bait. Yeah, I'm just going to consider that first question.
No, definitely not.
But I mean, to be fair, this is the top 3 teams. They made it here for a reason, so they definitely do have what it takes to go all the way. But at the same time, we're talking about our defending champions. These guys, they've been practicing the entire year. They've been able to hone their skills. This is what they've worked the entire year for, and they want not just to go to stage 4, they want to go to stage 5 once again. They've made that clear over and over again on the podcast, on different events. They've been playing EU competitions, NA competitions. They've been playing anything they can get their hands on. They've been playing that to practice. So I'm pretty sure PDX are one team everybody's going to have eyes on, and not just in the region of North Africa, but our South Africans, West Africans, Nigeria, everybody's going to be watching this one, see how PDX are going to fare. But again, like I did say, Naya Esports are a team that you want to have a little bit of, you really want to observe them. You can't fight those guys out. They have an amazing roster. And one of those players, of course, being Vapex, an OG player. We know that guy, he can instantly turn the game around. Heath is giving that a chance. So, yeah, it's going to come down to we want him more for sure. But in the meantime, if you're PDX, you look dominant. I'm saying 3-0. I'm saying 4-0. But again, yeah, that's just me. I might be wrong again. So hopefully we just go and see a sort of back and forth kind of game here on the North African qualifiers.
Yeah, absolutely. Paradox and they are going to be kicking us off with the upper bracket finals. Apex waiting in that lower bracket, observing, creating their own strategies. And I mean, that's where it works, right? Yesterday, we got to see the lower bracket team waiting and watching, and they pushed their way up, winning the entire thing. Whatever strategies they came up with, whatever they were observing, whether it be strengths and weaknesses, it worked out for them in the end. So Apex should be paying attention as well to the games that will be happening. Best of 5s for both our upper and lower. And then, of course, a best of 7 for the grand finals with a map advantage to the winner of the upper bracket finals. We're getting the lobby sorted out for you guys, and we want to know your guys' predictions as well. Let us know who you think is going to go ahead and win this. We're going to start off with the upper bracket. So between Paradox and between Neo, who do you guys watching this, whether it be on the YouTube or TikTok, who do you guys think is going to go ahead and win that upper bracket? And what's your predictions overall for the North Africa tournament?
Yeah, I do want to. I want to see what you guys do. Unfortunately, I didn't go to Discord today because after yesterday's predictions, I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'm up for that, man. I don't want to. Well, I think I should have because today's like one of them. Again, what I expected yesterday didn't go to plan. So what I'm expecting today might as well also not go to plan. I'm not trying to, do the jinx once again. So I'm just gonna stay out of this one entirely. But you guys, make sure you're dropping your predictions on the chat, and of course, don't forget it's a 30,000 CP giveaway worth of literal CP to go and buy your favorite skins and weapons in Call of Duty Mobile. So go to the Discord and drop your predictions, and if you're able to be among the winners, I mean that's a lot of CP you probably will be bagging. So don't forget to do that. But again, right now I want to put UAR on the spot. This is now between me and you again. Yesterday I was don't run. No, sit down. Put the headphones back on. I want to put you on the spot again. You've seen this regions, so far. In North Africa, also the group stages. Mind you, PDX, once again, no surprise there. They haven't dropped a single map, also didn't get run. Nea have dropped the map. That was Apex Esports. They did win that specified 3-1. So unfortunately, we can't really say, all 3 teams today have a flawless record. No, only one team does have a flawless record. That's of course it's going to be Paradox Esports. So asking you now, it's a best of 5 here. We've seen our first map, Hacienda. That's the first map that any African team played in stage 5 in a Call of Duty Mobile World Champs, and that was Beer Clan last year. Yeah, didn't really exactly go to plan. But anyways, what do you think Hacienda is going to look like? What do you think it's going to be? Give me a scoreline. Don't run away. Give me a
scoreline. Ooh. I genuinely think it's going to be fairly close, but still a decent gap. So maybe a 250 to 160 leaning to Paradox. I feel like they can have that aggression over there, but I also don't want to rule out Naya at all within this. They obviously can push through. They can get those points. They can dominate those hard points in those hills as well. So again, I think maybe a 250 to around 160 perhaps, but still leaning towards Paradox after seeing everything that they've done. I mean, they are on a clean scoreboard, as you've said so far, completely undefeated within this right now. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? If it's Godzilla standing in front of you and there's a man with an AR-15, how are you going to root for the guy with the AR-15 when Godzilla's right there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do agree with you on that one, unfortunately. But at the same time, though, yesterday's games in West Africa, we did get Culture Esports, who I would say counted out by literally everyone, because they started their day in the literal lower brackets. That's where they started off. We saw Monty on the top bracket there. We saw surely it might just be theirs. We also saw Echo 7, not a single map drop up until yesterday. So we thought, yeah, maybe it's going to be either of these two guys to leave the entire thing. But again, Culture Esports came, they saw, and they obliterated everybody on their way to that stage 4. Now we're looking at North Africa as well. There's a team in the lower bracket. They started off, kind of to very likewise towards like Culture Esports here. They've lost a couple maps here and there. They lost to Nea, they got sent down. But can they also be the dark horse for North Africa? We're going to find out. I'm pretty sure when we go to that lower bracket, whatever happens there is going to tell us the answer. But in the meantime, PDX and Nea Esports are where we're going to kickstart things off. Best of 5, first to get 3 maps is going to win the entire thing. That's, I mean, again, I don't like to be that guy. Okay, I don't want to be that guy, but I've said it before, and I think I'm going to say it again. PDX, they're looking too dominant, and the fact that they are the defending champions of Africa, I mean, that has to that title in itself has to have some sort of value, some sort of weight. That when you're playing against the #1 team in Africa, you have to be you have to be a little bit quick in your boots, yeah. But I'm just hoping they don't get bullied, you know. They don't let that get to them. They keep their mental game sharp, because that's what wins your games. Keep your mental game sharp.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, there was a point in time yesterday where we saw a little bit of mental get affected. We saw Culture absolutely run through Mighty in S&D, show that aggression to the point where when Mighty tried to have that same aggression and got in the heads of like, hey, maybe we should be aggressive too, it cost them a couple rounds as well. And once they slowed down the pace, they slowed down the momentum, they were able to get a couple rounds in. But Culture still with that strategy, with that mental advantage, they just snowballed with it as well. And I think the mental is going to be similar over here. Paradox already in the lobby. We're just waiting on a couple members of Nea, so they're ready to go. They're ready to go harden the paint right now. They're ready to show that aggression and that bloodlust, and that's a term we're going to be using a lot here today, ladies and gentlemen, because after yesterday, I think this is probably the most aggressive game for esports players ever, after we've seen that snowball happen yesterday in our grand finals.
No doubt, man, no doubt. Call of Duty Mobile has a way of like just being so entertaining. You know, again, Alex, I'm going to call you out once again from yesterday. You're not going to be having that moment's rest. I'm really sorry, brother. He said, oh, it's going to be boring games. West Africa, there's PDX on there, Cyclone is in there, AFC is in there. Oh my God, did we get a boring game? I'd say we got the absolute opposite of exactly that. That was one of the most entertaining games yet in the history of Africa, literally in stage 3. That was entertaining, that was exciting. We literally had to go to a map 7 to go and decide the winner. So I'm pretty sure today as well, hopefully we're going to get, you know, that same quality, that same aggression coming through, and maybe somebody can drag PDX out of the very last. Once again, we're going to go through the map bureau. All our 5 maps. These are a lot of them classic maps we've seen a lot of times. Literally all these maps, we've seen them across the year, across various regions. I mean, speaking about regions though, we do have South Africa coming up next week, and we have East Africa the week after that. So I'm pretty sure a lot of those regions are also getting ready. They will be watching out to see what they're going to be facing in stage 4. And you know, there's one thing, there's a very fun fact that I have for you. In all the regions, yeah, across the last 3 years of Qualifiers, the one region that has dropped the most nukes in their qualifiers has been South Africa, and they haven't failed to do that once again. I'm pretty sure I saw a stream where South Africa, in this particular player, I think it was Cyclone or AFC, I'm not really sure which of them, but 4 players got a nuke in the same game. Do you know how diabolical that can be to mentals? 4 players getting a nuke in the exact same game. I mean, South Africa, they have not failed to deliver on that record over and over again, man.
Brother, I would say that my phone died if that happened. I'm not gonna lie. Mid-game. Guys, I'm out of data. Oh no, guys, can't play. My bad. 4 nukes. That's insane right there. That's absolute insanity. And remember, if you guys want to get CP, if you guys want to get anything in COD Mobile, Carry First is the place to do it. So go ahead and use Carry First to get all the points that you need for those skins, so you can have a better chance of dropping nukes. It's all with the skins, guys. That's how you have to do it. If you get, it's like getting a better gaming shit. Trust me, I'm a whale biologist. Anyway, we're still waiting for these players to get into the lobby, so we're not going to bore you off. We're also not going to tire ourselves out, because it's a long day of yapping from Cal and myself. So we're going to throw to a short break. Once the players are in the lobby, we'll be back immediately into Hacienda for our first hardpoint action.
Do you want to take your gameplay from this to this? As you can see, the only difference here is, you know, the sniper. But don't worry about it. Qualifier shop is the fastest way to get your COD points, so you can buy guns like this. They are fast, reliable. You can use your OP, your pamphlet, anything. Very, very simple. Instant scored points straight to your account. 100% secure, no problems at all. Anybody's Qualifier shop today. Let's get it. Guy, nuke shot. What's my head?
Introducing Carry First Discount Points. Your new way to save money by spending your points. It's simple. Make a purchase and earn points instantly. Watch your points grow with every purchase. Next time you shop, use your points to get discounts and save money. The more you shop, the more you save. It's a win-win. Download the Carry First Shop app today and start earning your points. Save money. Spend points.
There's no way you're beating this game. You can never beat me. I've been playing since season 1. It was at this moment that I knew what I had to do. This guy, they used mythic gun play me Rihanna. I went to go and claim my own type 19, but I realized that I didn't have enough code points. But his friend reminded me of Qualifier shop, a place where I could get code points easily just by putting my player ID. Paying with a bank transfer or directly through OP or Pamply. I don't even need the dollar card. After this was done, I got the CP so fast and I got my own type 19. Now with a mythic gun in my hand, you already know it's about to go down. Moral lesson of the day: if anybody they stress you, get your CP from Qualifier shop. Let's go.
To give my African COD Mobile subscribers COD points, but keep getting the notification that the region isn't available. That is until I found Carry First, the #1 way to buy COD points in Africa. They've got tons of ways to pay and discounts that make it cheaper than buying in-game. Carry First is the only official Activision partner for buying COD points in Africa. You don't have to worry about whether or not they're legit, because those of you who watched our Champs watch parties know that they are actually the organizer for Africa Stage 4. It's so easy to use that a bot like me can use it with no problems whatsoever. Big shout out to Carry First for sponsoring today's video. You can buy COD points right now using the link in the description. Killer drone.
Do you want to take your gameplay from this to this? As you can see, the only difference here is, the sniper. But don't worry about it. Qualifier shop is the fastest way to get your code points so you can buy guns like this. They are fast, reliable, you can use your OP, your Pamply, anything. Very, very simple. Instant scored points straight to your account. 100% secure, no problems at all. Anybody's Qualifier shop today. Let's get it. Guy, nuke shot. What's my head?
Introducing Carry First Discount Points. your new way to save money by spending your points. It's simple. Make a purchase and earn points instantly. Watch your points grow with every purchase. Next time you shop, use your points to get discounts and save money. The more you shop, the more you save. It's a win-win. Download the Carry First Shop app today and start earning your points. Save money. Spend points.
There's no way I'm beating this game. You can never beat me. I've been playing since season 1. It was at this moment that I knew what I had to do. This guy, they used mythic gun play me Rihanna. I went to go and claim my own type 19, but I realized that I didn't have enough code points. But his friend reminded me of Carry First Shop, a place where I could get code points easily just by putting my player ID. Paying with a bank transfer or directly through OPay or Pampli. I don't even need the dollar card. After this was done, I got the CP so fast that I got my own type 19. Now with a mythic gun in my hand, you already know it's about to go down. Moral lesson of the day: if anybody they stress you, get your CP from Carry First Shop. Let's go.
I tried to give my African COD Mobile subscribers COD points, but keep getting the notification that the region isn't available. That is until I found Carry First, the #1 way to buy COD.
Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. Hi, how are you guys doing? We've got a very interesting development in a story for you guys. Cal and I are absolutely both shocked with this, but Cal, I want to hear your reactions to that. Let the people know what's going on, man.
Well, why do I have to be the bringer of bad news, bro? Come on, man. I already have so much I don't know, so much problems around me, bro. Oh my god. Ah, man.
If I do it, it feels like I'm Costa cursing.
You know why he said welcome back to the podcast? So apparently, I don't think we're casting the game one, guys. We're actually, this was the podcast. Just talk about the game one and then move on to game 2. Because apparently, Naya Esports have forfeited the entire winner bracket finals. Probably due to player unavailability. But I mean, this is Championship Sunday. How do you tell me you had like the whole month, a week, whatever to prepare, guys? It really sucks, but it is what it is. So fortunately for Naya, they are going to fall down to the lower bracket without a fight, as they've gifted the one team in the event that doesn't need to be gifted maps. They just gifted their maps. Yeah, they don't need to be gifted, bro. Come on, guys.
Do you think my comment of Godzilla was like struck fear into their hearts? Do you think that's what did it?
It's always they are.
Okay.
I knew something was wrong. There had to be a reason. Why would you describe them as Godzilla? What now? How do you expect them in their right mind to go up against Godzilla?
Look, man, if PDX was Godzilla, Naya could have been King Kong. We could have had the entire battle of monsters over here, man. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen. So, I believe they have 20 minutes to get their players on for that lower fine or the lower bracket. And if not, then we're going to see Apex versus Paradox for the grand final best of 7. So they have about 20 minutes to try and figure things out. If not, they will forfeit the lower bracket as well, and we will move straight on to the grand finals. It's heartbreaking, not just for us casters, but also for you guys, because I know you guys wanted to see that action. You wanted a nice long day of Call of Duty Mobile as well, but unfortunately that is the breaking news so far.
Yeah, breaks my heart, but it kind of is what it is. And now, if you're PDX though, you just got an automatic qualification for the grand finals. They're not going to get any tests whatsoever right now from Nia, at least not for now, except they can go through the lower bracket run and re-qualify for the grand final. Hopefully this time, AR, my dear friend, doesn't call PDS Godzilla again, and they can actually play the grand finals. But yeah, in the meantime, it is what it is, guys. We're going to be going back to our intuition screen for a very short while, hopefully, so we can get the players in the lobby and get the party started. But we'll see you guys in a very short time.
The kills have to work on out. 7 seconds. Merging, holding that line.
What does it mean to you guys if you guys were to win and go for the World Championship?
Oh, it mean a lot. It really mean a lot. I feel like for me personally, it's a dream to actually play in the World Championships, and I'm gonna make sure I get there. Maybe not this year, but yeah, some year I will get there.
So far, I'm in love with your jalopo. Your jalopo is like jalopo rice. It's so good. We ate it like the first day. It's amazing.
The most exciting thing for me is when the players arrive from the airport and you get to see their reactions to being in a new country. Lots of these players don't usually go around, look around, see most of Africa. So for them, it's their first time even leaving the country. So for them to be in the bus, see Nigeria, see a different part of Africa, for me is my favorite part.
Do you want to take your gameplay from this to this? As you can see, the only difference here is, the sniper. But don't worry about this. Qualifier shop is the fastest way to get your code points so you can buy guns like this. They are fast, reliable, you can use your OP, your pamphlet, anything. Very, very simple. Instant code points straight to your account. 100% secure, no problems at all. Anybody's Qualifier shop today, let's get it. Guy, nuke shot, what's my head?
Introducing Carry First Discount Points. Your new way to save money by spending your points. It's simple. Make a purchase and earn points instantly. Watch your points grow with every purchase. Next time you shop, use your points to get discounts and save money. The more you shop, the more you save. It's a win-win. Download the Carry First Shop app today and start earning your points. Save money. Spend points.
There's no way I'm beating this game. You can never beat me. I've been playing since season 1. It was at this moment that I knew what I had to do. This guy, they used mythic gun, play me there. Rihanna. I went to go and claim my own type 19, but I realized that I didn't have enough code points. But his friend reminded me of Qualifier shop, a place where I could get code points easily just by putting my player ID. Paying with a bank transfer or directly through OPay or Pamply. I don't even need the dollar card. After this was done, I got the CP so fast that I got my own type 19. Now with a mythic gun in my hand, you already know it's about to go down. Moral lesson of the day: if anybody they stress you, get your CP from Qualifier shop. Let's go.
Tried to give my African COD Mobile subscribers COD points, but keep getting the notification that their region isn't available. That is until I found Carry First, the #1 way to buy COD points in Africa. They've got tons of ways to pay and discounts that make it cheaper than buying in-game. Carry First is the only official Activision partner for buying COD points in Africa. You don't have to worry about whether or not they're legit, because those of you who watched our Champs watch parties know that they are actually the organizer for Africa Stage 4. It's so easy to use that a bot like me can use it with no problems whatsoever. Big shout out to Carry First for sponsoring today's video. You can buy COD points right now using the link in the description. Killer drone.
Do you want to take your gameplay from this to this? As you can see, the only difference here is, the sniper. But don't worry about it. Qualifier shop is the fastest way to get your code points so you can buy guns like this. They are fast, reliable. You can use your OPay, your Pamply, anything. Very, very simple. Instant code points straight to your account. 100% secure, no problems at all. Anybody's Qualifier shop today. Let's get it. Guy, nuke shot, bust my head.
Look, guys, we don't want to leave you just waiting and looking at an intermission. If there's one thing we don't like, is that timer, okay? Can we go ahead and sign something to get rid of the timer, ladies and gentlemen? I'm so down for that. But we have overthrown broadcast. We have taken control, and we're here to bring you podcast part 2. We're going to stall a little bit of time over here. We're going to go over some of the stuff that happened yesterday, talk about some of the stuff that's happening very soon, and then hopefully we get to see Naya actually bring themselves to go ahead and battle Apex. So yeah, Cal, welcome to the podcast part 2. It's nice to have you. We're beating the official podcast right now. We are way ahead of the official podcast. That 27
the official podcast is right.
A little bit of a comeback, but immediately
guys, we've overtaken the show. We're now the podcast. Me and AR.
I don't get it, guys. All the logic
have overreading the system, so you guys might just want to be our subs or whatever, but we don't really care. In the meantime, like, podcast time, and yesterday was West Africa again. AR, we both casted that. Kijo as well, aka Kyo. It was a very fun cast. I can see I enjoyed every moment of that cast. The gameplays were beautiful. Every single one of the 3 teams looked like they wanted to be in that stage 4, and of course they wanted that crown. But ultimately, we saw the underdog story, the ultimate underdog story happen. None of the teams in the upper bracket, none of the teams in the winners bracket, rather, were able to get that, that win, that championship, that throne, that crown. We saw Culture Esports, who started the day in the lower bracket, and the only team among the 3 that had already dropped maps before yesterday, and somehow they were in charge. They came, they saw, and they took that throne and made it theirs, man.
Yeah, so what you guys are seeing right now is a compilation of the clips from yesterday. It's not in any particular order, so you'll see the names of the teams change from time to time over there. But yeah, we started off hot and heavy with E7 against Mighty Order, and I mean, Cal, Echo 7 came out of the gate with everything that they had. Of course, we started off on Hacienda hard point, and E7 won that 250 to 194. I mean, you and I both shocked over there at the domination that E7 had to start off the day. But then, of course, Mighty Order, they came back, they kicked back They kicked down the door to that grand finals, and then they won that 3 maps in a row. SND 9-5, Control a clean 3-0, and then our second hard point was such a close one, Cal. They played it out like it was TDM. 250 to 232 was the final score.
Oh God, man, those are really exciting scores to listen to. And I mean, you calling the scores just reminds me how close the games were. It wasn't a brush up. Maybe the SMDs always saw 9-4 score lines 3 times, I think. That side, all the games were really close. You know, it was. Both teams wanted to get that map in their favor, but ultimately one team just said, "Oh, when we get the chance, we're going to make the entire thing ours," and that's exactly what happened. But everybody wanted that stage 4. Everybody wanted, that crown, that throne. Unfortunately, one of those teams out of 3 was not able to qualify for stage 4, being Echo 7, arguably the number 1 team in Ghana. But I think now it's safe to go and say Culture Esports are the number 1 team in Ghana. No questions asked. They're not even the number 1 team just in Ghana. They're the number 1 team in the entirety of West Africa. But can they be the number 1 team in Africa? We're going to find out when we get to stage 4. In the meantime, today's North Africa. So, we'll wait to see what the North Africans are going to have for us. But again, going back to West Africa, players to actually talk about. There are a lot of, star players yesterday, and when we saw that substitution for Rick's rather when he came in, we thought, this was the super sub. We thought this was the guy that was going to change it all and give them the dominance they formerly had. But we liked. No, you liked. You liked.
It
wasn't me. No, don't you dare pretend. It wasn't me. You said it first. It wasn't me.
You say that, but they brought Risk in, and then they bounced back as well for an actual map. They managed to get their footing again, but Culture worked their way around that. Of course, that change, it did shake them a little for the map. But then they came back, tied it up to a 3-3 in that grand final, pushed us to a game 7, and then unfortunately we couldn't see how it ended, but it still ended in a 9-4 SND. And Cal, that happened twice in the grand finals, and I didn't notice it because I wasn't on the lower bracket, but when I went to check the scores, they did it as well over in the lower bracket. The final SND, Culture won at 9-4 again. A hat trick of 9-4 scorelines for SND. It's absolutely insane.
It is. It is. Because when you told me that at the back, I'm like, wow. So it's like, again, like I did say to you, somebody wrote that script. I'm convinced now there was somebody behind. This is like puppet strings. Somebody is doing the pulling up and down. They knew what they were doing. My God. Again, Culture Esports, once again, nobody saw it happening. I did not see it happening. AR didn't see it happening. He's gonna lie and say he did, but he did not see it happening. None of us did. Production didn't see it happening. You on the stream, a lot of you on the stream did not see it happening. But I saw this is inside info now. Williams, the owner of ASG, I kind of think ASG have an affiliation with Culture Esports. I'm not really sure what the affiliation is exactly, but I think they might be like part sponsors. But he did make it very clear that West Africa was going to be decided by the most disciplined team. And then I found out after they had won, he posted on his WhatsApp story saying, apparently this Culture Esports team has not been screaming for a while. Leading to yesterday, they had not been active. They've just not. I don't want to use the word, but they've just not cared. They've just not been that active. Leading up to this grand final yesterday, but somehow they still came out on top. And he said, quote unquote, "Thank you, Igor." That's the Brazilian coach, I'm not mistaken. Thank you, Igor. So apparently Igor is the coach for Culture Esports. Probably was the coach, and he's kind of built a kind of structure with these players where they were able to rely on that same structure, fall back to it, and find a way to come out on top. And it just showed you how coaching is a very important part of esports. I think a lot of teams kind of forget the coach, then just we are the skill, make it work. But a top quality coach could be the difference between what happens in the grand finals, upper bracket, and what happens in any other game. Definitely not.
Yeah. No, 100%. It makes or breaks the team at certain points in time. And I mean, you have to have a coach like that if you want to take this even further. The tournament schedule, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about this for a second, because while we're here waiting for North Africa, to go ahead and finalize the teams for this lower bracket or potentially the grand final. We'll let you know what happens when the teams load in. Southern Africa, we have our finale coming up at AGC. Literally 1 week from now, ladies and gentlemen, live from Grand West Entertainment World in Cape Town. It's going to be absolutely lit over there. I'm gonna be there personally as well. I will overview everything and then say that Cal custed anything that happens, so don't you worry. That'll be my bracket over there. But Cal, that's not the only land that is happening for finals.
Yeah, not the only land, of course. East Africa also do have a LAN, and that's going to be on the 26th of July. So all of you stay tuned to that one. We're going to have our dear friend Eugene Abu Derby casting that one and handling it and foreheading it, you know, to make sure one team is going to be selected from that region to qualify for stage 4. And right now, there's been so much action, so many transfers happening in East Africa that I probably shouldn't be drawing your attention to. Oh, AR, I should definitely tell you this. That particular region, East Africa, they do have 2 Gawina players playing for a certain team called Up Against the Monarchs CEF. They do have 2 Gawina players in the lineup. So, I mean, that is exciting.
I mean, this is all exciting, man. This is the biggest tournament in Africa. 30,000 USD, 8 grand final slots, 5 regions, all looking to represent Africa, of course, at Worlds. And that on its own, to sit atop that throne, to wear that crown, to have the title of I am the king of Africa. This team is the king of Africa, COD Mobile. That's what it's all about. And of course, Qualifiers showing up over here, making it even better than it possibly can be. And with all of these tournaments, all of these LANs going on, whether it's the online qualifiers, the finales in a LAN, it's absolutely insane. Now, we do have word, Cal, that we do have some maps for a potential matchup. Remember, Naya forfeited that upper bracket right now. They currently sit in the lower bracket. They have a time limit to get there. If they don't make their way in for that lower bracket final, Apex will go ahead and move on to the grand final against Paradox. So we have some map picks. We can go ahead and look at it, and Cal, you can give me your thoughts on it. Hard points, we're going to start on Arsenal. We're still going to keep our coastal there for SND. Raid will be our control this time around. Moving over to Summit for the second HP, and then firing range. We're going to end off on a firing range lower bracket again if we get there.
Yeah, I mean, Arsenal to get started off. Wait, hey, hold on. Yeah, somebody hold on. Arsenal to get started off. I can't recall the last time I casted an Arsenal hardpoint. Yes, I've seen the Arsenal hardpoint, but I can't remember the last time that I sat down and casted an Arsenal hardpoint. It's been such a long time. And seeing it back in the comms pool and seeing it here in the North African playoffs, I mean, the very first hardpoint game, the very first map we're going to see officially on stream wasn't meant to be, but it is going to be done. Arsenal hardpoint. I'm pretty sure it's going to be exciting because this map can be very entertaining, and it can be very annoying if you're on the losing side. I promise you, it can be very annoying and hard to get back up. But again, of course, Coastal S&D Classic, we've seen that so many times. And of course, if we do get there, the map, the little first map you spot when you open the Call of Duty mobile app, Fire Range, and we saw that yesterday as well. This is a very very bread and butter map when it comes to Call of Duty Mobile. And I don't know, man. Are we gonna get there? I mean, for Neon Apex, I would pretty much say yes. They're pretty much evenly matched. And don't forget, Apex did get sent down by Neon to the lower bracket, in a 3-1 fashion. So they would be looking for revenge. This is literally their chance to fight back and put down the team that sent them down to the lower brackets.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I hope we do get to see this. I hope that Naya does actually show up for this and it's not a forfeit again. But Paradox, I wonder what they're thinking right now. I wonder if they just want to get this over and done with. They've already secured their spot right now in that grand final. They're waiting there for anyone to show up against them. I wonder if they just want to say, let's get it over with. Let's just move this to the grand final. Of course, they will have a map advantage since they were in that upper bracket and they got pushed into the grand final now. So maybe they just want to end it off quickly. I'm not too sure. Of course, Apex, they'll gladly take a free trip to that grand final as well. I wonder what's happening with Naya, though. Like, I mean, you had all the time to prepare. It's Championship Sunday, for God's sake. So I hope they do show up. I hope we do get to see, for example, Arsenal over there to start us off in that lower bracket.
Yeah, you just say you wonder what's happening to Naya. Do I need to remind you? Like, I don't get why I need to keep reminding you. Why did you call PDX Godzilla? It's like, we have to stop pretending that we don't know the reason. AR did this, guys. He said Godzilla. He said he compared him to AR. Wait, hold on, guys. He compared PDX to Godzilla, and he said, "Oh, they're able to hit Godzilla and an assault rifle, a freaking assault rifle. That thing is not even going to get a single hit marker on Godzilla. It's you, AR."
Well, honestly, I couldn't have called it. I had to say assault rifle, first of all. I couldn't say AR because you would have gotten confused with me. Second of all, yeah, you gotta think I'm a content creator, dog. You gotta like think if Naya won a round over there, we could have gone and said, damn, it's Godzilla versus King Kong. It's two titans. It's two monsters going at it, destroying the city that is our 5 maps in front of our very eyes. It's all about the... You got... Listen, guys. Hey. Hi. How you doing? It's me, AR. I would like to formally apologize for nothing. Cal's talking nonsense. It's okay, guys. Listen, we're gonna throw to a break over here. Thank you for... If you guys want to see more of the podcast... subscribe. It's a subscriber only podcast, which means if you didn't hear anything, your headphones aren't dead, your headphones aren't broken, you just didn't hit the subscribe button. We'll wait for you. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button. I heard the ding.
Apparently we have all day. Apparently we have all day, man. We do have all day. Until these players decide they want to get into the late lobby and start the game, me and AR, you're going to be seeing a lot of our faces. We have all the entire day. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on TikTok, hit the follow button. Make sure you stay tuned. And, you know, again, drop your predictions. If you want to stand a chance to win 30, rather be a part, because not one person is getting that 30k CP, guys. You're not a thief, are you? If you want to stand a chance to be part of the people that get part of the 30,000 CP, go to Discord real quick, come to the YouTube stream, check the bio, click on the link there, go to the codm Africa Hub, Discord server, drop your predictions on the predictions chat, and you can stand a chance to win a part of 30,000 CP. That is if I don't get the whole thing first.
Oh, Cal, we just got breaking news. We don't need to throw to a break. Guys, the teams heard you. We don't have to see that timer again. We might be going to the game right now. The teams are ready, which means, Cal, we are going to Arsenal Hardpoint first right now for our lower bracket finals. The power of podcasting, I tell you. This was all us. Absolute cinema.
So,
this is
all us. We deserve roses.
I deserve that 30,000 CP.
Me 30,000, yes.
Yeah. We'll split it. I'll take 27. You can take 3. So we're waiting for the game to start. Huh? What happened? We're waiting for the game to start. Let's just show you the maps one more time, ladies and gentlemen. As a reminder, we're starting off on Arsenal Hardpoint. SND Coastal will follow up. Control over on Raid. Then moving over to Summit and SND Fighting Range to end us off. This is going to be Naya versus Apex. If you're just joining in, Paradox already in the grand finals due to the forfeit from Naya. We were honestly wondering if Naya was going to show up against Apex over here. They are seemingly doing so as we speak. So we will get into this lower bracket best of 5 and then that grand final best of 7 happening later.
Yeah, I think this is the one game where again we are going to have to drag things out to probably the map 5 to find out who's going to win. You know, we've had this talk before. These two teams, they're pretty much evenly matched. We did see Naya win 3-1 in the upper bracket semi-finals. Yes, that did happen, no doubt. Nobody's denying that. But at the same time, we did see that culture as well. They got wiped out 3-0 by Mighty Aura to fall down to that lower bracket, and then they found a way back. They did not just beat Echo 7, who had not dropped a single map the entire event. They beat them, and then they went to the grand finals. They sought revenge. They got revenge. They destroyed their assailants, and they beat them 4-3 to qualify for stage 4 as the sitting champions of West Africa. So if you're Apex Esports, you know, you can derive a little bit of momentum from that. You can, you know, if we're in the lower bracket, it doesn't mean we're out quite yet. We can find a way to make the height in ours, and I'm hoping that they give us a game of the century. But in the meantime, they have to go to Naya first. They have to put down the team that put them down.
And even more so, I think that Apex has the mental advantage right now. They know that their opponents forfeit to them, but maybe not actually, because they were knocked down by Naya. So maybe this is sort of a mind game of sorts. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I'm watching too many films and too much James Bond of mind games. But I do wonder right now if the mental aspect is the advantage of Apex or Naya. Surely Naya has to be feeling a little bit stressed and down that they didn't even get to compete in that first one because players didn't show up. Now they have to fight their way through to avoid that loss costing them anything, to avoid that forfeit costing them anything. And Apex just need to go ahead and run through, keep the mental up, and push themselves to the grand final. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it looks like we're loading in to Hardpoint Arsenal for the lower bracket finals.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. In the meantime, take a look at the chat there. We see all the PX players, Charisma, Darox, they're assembling like flies, and they're buzzing on the chart. But doesn't really matter though. We'll see them in the grand finals. In the meantime, it's Naya and Apex as they kickstart things off. It's all down to this one. One team is going to get sent out. Mind you, North Africa only has the one slot, so it's not going to be 2 slots. It's only down to one of them. The champion is going to be going to stage 4. The other 2 are going to have to go home. Naya or Apex, one of them is going to have a chance to go up against PX in the grand finals, but we are about to find out what's going to happen here as P1 opens up.
P1 opening up, Naya getting that early 6 points over there, being forced off now by Apex, now on the capture. 40 seconds on P1 over here, and the guns firing left, right, and center. Bullets hitting bodies, dropping, kill feed lighting up. Double kill out of Naya there as well, eventually falling. Double kill coming out of Apex as well to go ahead and retaliate as Apex now get to that 20-point mark with 20 seconds left as we await P2 to show us what we've got.
Things are starting off for Apex really solid now. Naya off the back of a forfeit there, so not really enough warm-up for them, I would say. Not the best they start the game for sure. Now they do have mentors, probably in the very bad spot. They had to find a way back for sure with their mentors. Apex Esports are going to kickstart things off pretty well. P1 is going to be theirs. Now we need to start making our way towards that P2. Who's going to get there first? Eventually, we're going to find out. 29 and 14 on the board and on the clock right now. If you're Naya, there's so much to come back from and come back for, because you need to find a way to go to that grand finals. You've beat these guys before. Can you beat them again? As P2 opens up, Naya are going to get there first. Contest for a brief moment, but it doesn't ultimately matter. Naya are going to win majority of the gunfights and hold the hill time down.
Cal keeping in the excitement over there. A couple smokes getting popped over on P2. Nades now flying over as well, and the contest coming through. Naya still going to be holding down that point for just a second. Now finally forced off by Apex. 30 seconds left on this one as Apex breaks the 40-point mark. Naya still down 20 points right now. And contesting all you want is not going to get you as much points as you possibly can. Now they actually go ahead and get as much as they possibly can. But with the time dwindling down, ticking away, and P3 about to pop up, the scoreline's going to be looking at a 50-29 advantage Apex Esports.
This is it, man. They started well. They started strong. They started solid. That's the word. But P3 is about to open up, like you did say, and was going to get there first. Nia have been having really good rotations all through the map so far, but they've not been able to get the actual hard point time they need to get. But this time around, Apex are going to get there first. So ultimately, Apex look like they are going to get above that 60-point mark, and they are edging towards the 100-point mark first. Nia coming into for a contest. Paro did find the value there. Trade finds him and puts him down. Vapex, the man. Oh, he's actually in Apex esports. I did get it wrong. Vapex is not in Nia. He's playing for the Apex esports roster, and now the war machine gets popped out. Double kill found. Smokes are going to get thrown. I love smokes, Chan. I love those smokes. 2 war machines now out to play. But Sufyan looking like the better war machine, able to put all 3 players down, and 69-35 as Nia off by going to get that break.
69-40, quite nice of a scoreline right now, and it's Apex getting back on the point for the last 20 seconds over here, waiting for P4 to go ahead and pop. And the thing that I'm noticing about Nea is they're getting to the point early, they're running through, they're getting their kills, but it's instantly getting traded out. There's not a lot of double kills as a double kill pops through over there. Apex managing to go ahead and play more as an immovable object, as a wall in front of Nea, and blocking them off as a unit, getting those kills, wiping out the team, and then getting that points. But Naya managing to go ahead and get a 48 over there on P3 as we now move over to P4, and Apex already on it and holding it down. You can see on that minimap right now 4 players from Naya rushing in, 1 of them getting taken out, 2, 3 of them we're counting with Apex as we approach the 100-point mark.
100-point mark now does get locked in. So if you're Nia, you've got to find a way to come back. Right now, they've got double the lead, double the numbers, and they're putting you down very heavily. Look at the match now. Sparrow popped out, puts 1 player down. That's going to be Katsu. I'm going to pronounce it how I see it, guys. 103 and 51 on the board. And Nia right now, they're going to get that break in to the hard point, but it's not going to last for long enough. Apex are right back in like they've never left it. It's a back and forth, yes, still, but the boys in blue are dominating that kill for Nia. They can't seem to find any value whatsoever. Now we need to go towards the next one very soon, and who's going to be getting there first? Rotations are going to be very important. Take a look at the mini-map right now. As of now, there's nobody making their way there. I take that back. There's a player in blue, player number 1, trying to get that next one for their side. Vapex finding the kill there, finding a double as well to put 2 players down. Trade finds him, but look at the scoreline, man. Nia Esports are not having the best day in the lower bracket. Arsenal hard points.
Yeah, we look at the score, look at the kills. Streaks at 26 right now and climbing still. And Naya has to find a way to get around Apex over here. Finds 1, finds 2. Is he out here? Now looking for the opening, maybe trying to stagger Apex just a little bit as they finally get on the point, breaking that 60-point mark. 36 seconds left on that clock. War Machines now popped out as well from Sufyan and clearing out the house, staying on the point, just tap and go. But Apex clearing out their corners and getting back on the point for the last 20 seconds. A contest will happen over here. Streaks are about to break the 30 kill point over there as well. And we are waiting for P1 to pop back up, ladies and gentlemen. 152 to 65 with 10 seconds left.
The score gap now definitely double. You can't deny that. Double and counted, by the way, not just double. But P4 expires. We're going to eventually go back to a P1 where things all start, ironically, is where we're making our way right back to. In the meantime, Apex have completely dominated the first round of rotations. That's exactly what you want them to go and do if they want to go and get that revenge after they so badly need. Here we go. War Machine popped out. Tempest popped out. They both get annihilated. Now Operator skills are being put to waste. That can't be a good sign. They're getting a little bit too desperate. They've got the lead, but they can't afford to get comfortable. P1 opens up, 42 more on the clock, back and forth in shoes. Elga 7-head finds a double kill there, Jin puts him down. The boys in blue are not going to overtake that point. Sparrow now popped out. It's a 5v4! Oh!
You hate to see that happen. You genuinely hate to see that happen. And I mean, feeding into Apex right now. You see that triple come through. The kill feed lighting up blue. And they get that point as well. 170 mark broken, 15 seconds left. And if pressure wasn't put on Naya already, it is now in this 5v4 situation. And with 7 seconds left and that points ticking up for Apex, about to move to P2 right now, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even think any amount of scrap points, hell, any amount of time on the point is going to benefit them whatsoever, especially with that numbers disadvantage. But you know what they say, anything can happen in a game of COD Mobile. Let's see if Naya can work their way around this disadvantage, twist it around and make it an advantage somehow in some way as Naya now approach slowly to that 100-point mark, but Apex looking to do everything to lock them out and keep them sub 100 and put them in that ever so known 100-point club. Let's see what happens as we have 30 seconds left on this point.
200-point mark about to get close, but now Nia say we're not going to be in the 100-point club. That is not going to happen. Not an hour. Dear, watch. War Machine popped out, and they finally able to get above the 100-point mark. But if you're Apex now, you're very much close to that finish line. 51 points done between you and your very first map in our best of 5 lower bracket finals. Here we go again. They're going to try to get the brick, and now they do Katsu with a 15 kill mark, by the way. 200-point mark not fully crossed. If you're Nia, you're on the back foot heavy. You can't afford to let that happen. But now we need to go towards the next. The rotations are going to be very important. And who's going to be getting there first? You're going to see Naya sending one player already there, make that 2 players, and now they're all going to have a perfect hold till they win for reinforcement. And I mentioned the Miggy there. I mean, the spare, he's a true Viking, finds a kill, Trade puts him down there. The back and forth comes to you. Now look at the Tempest, look at his power. Operator skills are going to get invested. Can they find value? The answer is going to be yes. 2 players go down in one foul. So Apex are going to get that break, and this is clearly their map choice because Naya are struggling to find any value whatsoever.
I mean, yeah, struggling so much with that one player down as well. But even so, Mech over there, 36 kills, trying to keep up with streaks. But, I mean, Katsu with that equalizer. Got a copy. Going through every member so far. And the 4 members left over here for Naya. And 10 seconds is all that's needed for Apex over here. And even a War Machine to go ahead and close this out. Wrap it up. GG's first hard points going over to Apex.
I don't even know where to start from, man. I don't know. But if you're Apex, this is exactly what you need then, you know. You lost to these same guys 3-1, and now you finally be able to go and get the first map in the best of 5. Again, Naya are not coming off, to a very good start today. They forfeited their winners bracket finals, unfortunately there, and PDX are now in the grand finals thanks to a free handout of a 3-0 series. So if you're Apex Esports, you kind of have a little bit of higher morale, seeing the fact that you're playing your first game. For Naya, they've had a very bad day to start with. Now, you saw a 5v4. One player had to get locked out. Probably the man who could not make it the first time as well. Probably having, disconnection issues, whatever is happening for him there. And that's something they're going to have to go and fix. If they don't have a 6th man, then this is going to be problematic for them if they want to stand the chance to go back to that grand final. Because in the meantime, Apex Esports, they don't mind. They don't care. They are going to take full advantage of what is happening on the ground right now. You can't have mercy for your enemies. You have to put them down heavy. Of course, this is also revenge. This is very personal for the Apex Esports squad.
Yeah, absolutely. Apex going to take this free key to the city, and that city being the grand finals over there, as now they get the 1-0 lead in this lower bracket series. And I mean, yeah, like you said, you hate to see a disconnect like that. You hate to see the network issues, and I mean, they have to go ahead and fix it up ASAP if they want any chance whatsoever, because Apex is not letting down. Apex Esports has their foot on the throttle, and it's all the way down, pushing 300 miles an hour, going over anyone standing in their way, as you see with that 250 to 112 scoreline on Arsenal. But now we have to move over to Coastal SND. Hopefully Naya Esports can go ahead and get it sorted out. We say inshallah that they can get it sorted out, ladies and gentlemen, and maybe they will make a comeback within this. We've seen comeback stories happen quite often here in COD Mobile, so hopefully they can tie up that scoreline, push further, and actually give us a series that we can enjoy.
Hopefully, man. I'm hoping, because I really want to see that. We talked about it. I don't think anyone wants to see. Nobody. I don't want to say. You don't want to see. Nobody wants to see a 3-0. I want to see a 3-2. I want to see a best of 5 where we actually are forced to go to a map 5 to get our decider, because we've already lost 1 game. We were meant to cast 3 games today, and now we've already lost the first one. We have 2 more. So those 2 more, they have to be absolutely worth it. They have to be worth our time and worth getting each and every one of these viewers out of their comfort zone to tune into the YouTube and TikTok streams and watch their favorite teams play. So please, guys, can we forward to map 5? But speaking about map 5, we are currently in map 2, and it's Search and Destroy, it's Coastal, it's a sniper's haven for sure, and who's going to be able to get this map? In the meantime, Apex Esports already have that one map lead. So if you're near, I don't know, man. The Godzilla comment might still be affecting them. Thanks to AR. Yeah.
No. There's no Tokyo here for Godzilla to crush. We're in COD Mobile, ladies and gentlemen, and we're in Coastal for SND. Managing to get their 5th back in over here now is Naya, so hopefully they can stay in this game because, of course, SND, a numbers game nonetheless, and you gotta play it a bit more methodically, more strategically, or you can just do what Naya's doing right now and absolutely run through, pays the price over there. First limb comes through, second one as well, make that a 3rd, make that a 4th as we're trying right now, and a 5th will come through. Yeah, Apex looking to clean this one up, baby.
That happened too fast. That happened way too fast, man. And Mango Clip on the chat says AR jinx them. I'm happy. I have followers now, guys. AR, I'm not the only person seeing it, guys. Everybody knows it. It was AR's fault. We can't even lie about it. But in the meantime, Apex are going to kickstart SND off on a very solid note. The first round claimed, look at this thing being made. Oh, they come through! It's a double sniper. That's a literal collateral. 2 players full. Lamech able to get one for the trade now, but it doesn't really matter. It's still a 4v3. Numbers are locked in. Strings gets put down. Apex fights one. 3v2 once again. The shotgun is going to go a bit. Katsu on the 2-kill mark. And if you're near now, you don't have numbers to work with, and you're going to put the bomb down fast.
Man, I think I may have just developed an allergy to mangoes all of a sudden after that, but we find ourselves in a 2v2, I should say right now. Bomb planted as well, and Naya somehow holding their own. They tie up that score. They get the feeling and footing back in on this, and they move through right now into round number 3, tying us up.
Oh my god, man, this is hard. I don't really have the words. They started slow, but they've been able to get attempts back on par. That's what matters most, you know. You don't want to let Apex get a little bit too comfortable on a map like Coastal, especially on the mode like S&D. You want to keep them on their toes, and probably Naya can find a way back. A player sitting on the 0-kill mark on both sides. Player number 5, player number 1 for both sides here. But now the first kill found, and that's going to be player number 5 getting put down. Vasi with the first kill. First blood drawn. Apex are going to get it on the board. And now he's mid-map. Oh, the backstab finding a double there. Apex finds 2 of his own. It's down to one last player. That's Yaya. Left to clutch a 1v5.
Yaya needs to do everything that can be done over here. 1:15 on the clock. 4 opposing you, 4 gonna peek you at the same time, and that score going up to 2 for Apex. Apex looking to just go ahead and run through this right now. They staggered a little bit over there, and that previous round where Naya actually tied it up was an extremely close round nonetheless. Let's see what can happen over here in round number 4. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, it's 1st to 9 over in SND. Let's see what happens. Is the aggression going to come out of Naya again? They know that it didn't work last time. They ran through aggressively and got shut down instantly for it. Paid the price for it. And it looks like they might be doing so again as an up-close and personal shotgun going to take all the HP, but still somehow managing to stay alive within it on point. 3v2 situation right now. Numbers still down for Naya currently. Looking to go ahead and clean up just a bit more, down to 1v1, ladies and gentlemen. Who's going to walk away with this? Can Naya find a comeback over here? Will the score be going further for Apex? And indeed, it will be climbing. 3-1 is where we stand.
Oh, 2 back-to-back rounds and extending that lead line. If you're Naya now, this is so not good for your side. You've got to find the way back. You've lost the hard point. S&D so far is not going well enough for your side, so eventually something has to go and be done. But Vapex now, good angle held. There's 3 players going through. He might see them. Oh, proper timing, but no value found for it. Didn't really matter. They put him down. And look at the numbers fall down to a 4v4. Numbers are now back in the bar. Once again, they're going to go for a very fast plan, but there's a flank. There's a flank coming. Lamech finds 2. There's Strix now behind them. He can make something work. 1 player, 3 stats. Katsu on the 5-kill mark. S3 gets put down. And now they're going to go for a quick break. Strix finding a double there. 1 more player behind the bomb, and he's going to get obliterated. It's a 4-1 lead as we go to round 6.
My goodness. I mean, I see the aggression coming out of Naya over there. They're trying to run it down, use the numbers against them, and it worked at the beginning for just a second, but the immediate shutdown is absolutely crazy. Apex doing a phenomenal job right now of holding their own, holding down these sites and punishing Naya right now. Snipes coming through from Vasi, not connecting, but that information will be relayed as we do get a couple numbers dropping, a trade happening as well. SKS, one shot, one kill on the head. He can't find a second over there. Streaks going to be taking out Sufyan. Now the trades coming through as well as we find ourselves in that 2v1 situation. Or the 2v2 situation, I should say, ladies and gentlemen. Building now being occupied, the plant being attempted, but a shotgun to the side is going to go ahead and prevent that. Stuns coming through, 2v1 situation, runs right past the opposition. Yahya, now in this 1v1, can you go ahead? Can you win this for your team? Can you get that scoreline just up a little bit as the plant now goes through, which is out. Weaponry does not want that shotgun, Yahya. Man with a single dream right now to save the team from a full washout cannot do it. The headshot plays in and the defuse comes through for a 5-1 scoreline.
Yeah, this is not the scene I hoped for. Man, he looked like he was gonna get that round for the other side, but somehow Vasi's just saying, yeah, I won my 7th kill and I won this round as well for my side, so fortunately, he can't defend it. 5 and 1 on the board. At Apex right now, mind you, they are playing defense, but they play like the attackers. They've been so aggressive, and they put Naya down so easily. And now, if Apex, if 3 players come through, backs it down, holds a good heady there, finding 1 kill. Trade finds him finally, but damage already has been done. The plant once again going at the A-bomb. So, if you're Apex, another defensive round for yourself. Now, Ninja able to get that kill. Elder gets put down to a 3v3. Numbers are very much on par. This could be anybody's round, but judging by what I've seen so far, if it's a 3v3, then Apex have 1 more man in the shadows. Cards through, finding the first kill, finding a double.